What it do, homies? It's your boy Dave, and I'm back today. We out here with an Iron Maiden reaction. This time we're doing Number of the Beast. Now, Number of the Beast, what else could that mean? 666, right? That's what I'm thinking. Number of the Beast, not really too sure. One thing that I do know about Iron Maiden is that they are some great storytellers. So let's go ahead and shut up and turn it up. It's time to up the irons, right? Yeah, that's saying up the irons. Also, I just now noticed this is probably one of the shortest songs of theirs that I'm about to react to. Most of the ones that I did in the past were all at least 7 minutes long. So it'll be interesting to hear a short one.
O earth and sea, for the devil sends the beast with wrath, because he knows the time is short. Let him who hath understanding reckon the number of the beast, for it is a human number. Its number is 666.
I left alone, my mind was blank. I needed time to think, to get the memories from my mind. What did I see? Can I believe that what I saw that night was real and not just fantasy? Just what I saw in my old dreams were the reflections of my Walkman staring back at me. 'Cause in my dreams, it's always there, the evil face that twists my mind and brings me to despair.
Okay, hold on before we jump in. So, all right, the beginning, the vocals, those are very interesting. Whoever was that narrating, very eerie voice. For some reason, it reminds me of the narrator off Michael Jackson's song Thriller before the song actually starts. I'll be very interested in knowing if that's the same guy. I mean, I know Iron Maiden's an older band, and I don't know if they have when this song came. When it was they're 1982. Okay, now it's just a matter of when Thriller came out. I like to think that it's the same voice actor, not voice actor, but the same voice. At the very beginning, I like that melody. That melody hit me with all kinds of emotions, man. It kind of got like sorrow, but at the same time, there's like I can hear a little bit of anger, right? And in the way that they're strumming, real fast with I mean, not real fast, but fast. Another thing I noticed in 1982, and a lot of people like to look at Iron Maiden as one of the pioneers to rock and roll or not rock and roll, heavy metal, or as it would have in the 80s, because for this genre didn't really exist that much. But there's also techniques and everything that's been invented, or melodies or different ways of playing the drum that's been invented now, or over the last 10 years versus in the 80s. When it comes to making things sound deep, dark, and heavy, some of those techniques that didn't exist then, maybe because they weren't thought of. They do a pretty good job of making it sound eerie, right? It's kind of like eerie, but hardcore at the same time. You guys kind of get what I'm saying? I'm trying to explain it. Basically, they are presenting us with a sound that was done in 1982, but the sound still holds up to today. That's what I was trying to say. Okay.
Blazed and sacred chants were praised as they stopped to cry.
Yo, oh my goodness. Whatever it is, that technique where he's playing, where it looked like he was like, bro, that sound for some reason creeped me the hell out, right? That creeped me all the way out. I'm sitting there when I was listening to it, and they played it for an extended period of time. I was sitting there listening to it, man. Of course, it gave me chills just because of the way it sounded in my ears, but it kind of reminded me of like a caterpillar for some reason. You know how they legs just, how they be oscillating and when they walk and everything. That's what that sounded like. And it sounded like there was literally a caterpillar in my ear just playing around with just some creepy stuff, man. What if that was their intention, right? They said, yo, when we put out this solo, we need to make them, what would a caterpillar sound like? I don't know, man. It's weird, like some type of demonic caterpillar. My caterpillar. And not to mention, let's talk about that transition into the next solo. That almost kind of gave us a sense that we're stepping into like the next level of hell or something like that, right? We're talking about number of beasts, or there was a solo of the debating of like accepting like 666 the number of the beast, and then like taking the number of the beast is like the second step. So there definitely was two stages, right? We had the caterpillar stage, right, where they're getting all creeped out, and then we had what was more like a representation of the 666 stage, right? I don't know, man, but that solo was great. Also, one thing I'm also noticing is that, and this is probably, and I had a discussion with this with one of my friends the other day. I was wondering, because I listen to some hip hop, I listen to rap and everything, pop, but even on the old stations, I don't ever hear any music that goes like all the way back to like 20, maybe 30 years of music, you know what I mean? And that might be because it wasn't that popular back then. But one thing that I do hear on rock stations is that they always return back to the classics. I mean, chances are if I turn on the radio, I would hear a classic more than I would hear more something common. And I think what plays into that is because the solo that we just heard, that stuff holds up even today. Some of the skills and techniques that they was just drumming down, some of that stuff is like really, really hard to do. And remember, this was done in the 80s, right? There's been all kinds of different techniques and different playing styles that's been invented since then. And this still holds up today. And that is amazing. One of the things where you don't know you're making a timeless piece until you make it. Amazing playing. 10 seconds. All right. Okay. Right. I don't think I've heard a bad song by Iron Maiden yet. Towards that ending, I started paying attention to this album artwork. Album artwork's pretty cool. I always like to think that there's some type of, symbology or some type of reason as to, the reason for the album artwork. And it's almost as if the devil and like whoever this old person is, or a human, the devil and human are somewhat of the same, or the devil is manipulating you, and the fire, right, is pitchfork, but they both got the same stance and everything. Like, cause the devil does like to manipulate people. So that's very interesting. I don't know. This is just an amazing song overall. Like I said, a solo that holds up to today. You're always gonna make me shake. You're gonna always make me headbang if you playing that freaking riff. I just can't get over it. I might have to go back and listen to that because that was kind of crazy. I'm also thinking that when he was talking about 666, oh goodness, I just lost my train of thought. I try not to pause that much because I also don't want to interrupt it for myself. But sometimes I just be forgetting stuff that I need to say. So sorry about that. If I remember what I need to say more about it, I'm gonna go ahead and leave it down in the comments. So That's the end of this video. If you enjoyed the content, leave a like and subscribe. Dave's out.